One of the most underrated car brands, in my opinion, is Mazda. They're just really good at understated luxury without the premium price tags. This is the all new Mazda CX5, and I'm going to show you why I think this is better than a Volvo or even Audis and BMWs. The CX5 has been around for a while, but it's got an update for 2026, and everything just looks a lot slimmer and more sleek, like these LED headlights here. And it looks great from the side profile too, with this tall stance, gloss black alloy wheels matching the trims, and privacy glass. And round the back just looks stunning to me. Again, you've got these really sleek LED lights, you've got twin exhaust pipes here which look quite sporty, and all of this branding and the design is just very classy. Obviously being an SUV, this is designed for practicality. So under this powered tailgate here is 583 litres of storage space with all the seats up. But if you fold that rear row down, you get 2019 litres. And speaking of rear seats, there is plenty of space in here for children and adults. That front seat is in my driving position and I've still got loads of legroom here, plus tons of headroom, even though there is a panoramic roof. And honestly, you could get very comfortable in the back. There's also USB charge points and heated seats in the rear. Up front is where I think most people will want to be. It's sublime in here. Everything is so nice to touch, like this soft leather steering wheel. And just behind that is a nice digital display, which can be customized to show whatever driving information you need. The steering wheel itself is also multifunction, making it super easy to change different settings while you're driving. Another update for 2026 is this 12.9-inch touchscreen display. It comes with Google built-in and also wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And there's a whole list of standard features on the CX5, such as front and rear parking sensors, a reversing camera, and drive modes. Now this one is the Mazda CX5 with the 2.5 litre e-Skyactiv G engine, which is basically a 2.5 litre petrol hybrid. Now, 2.5 litres sounds quite big these days when we're used to 1 litre or 1.5 litre hybrid engines in cars. But still, this one only gives you around 141 PS. And honestly, it really doesn't feel like enough. Driving around town, this car is so comfortable, I can't fault it at all in that aspect. But when you start getting out to country roads or motorway speed, there's just not enough power. There's no low end torque, basically, so it feels like it takes forever to get up to speed. And it really does. It takes around 10.5 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour. Again, having a 2.5 litre engine, you would expect a bit more from that. And it also causes a little bit of an issue when you're trying to either overtake, pull out at a junction, or, as I experienced earlier, try and go at a roundabout. It really takes you by surprise how sluggish it is to move off the line. That said, the whole point of this engine is the efficiency, and it does all right in that regard, getting just over 40 miles per gallon. Other than that, it's actually quite a good car. I've always liked Mazdas purely because they just nail that Japanese aspect of having everything finished to a really high quality. This interior is stunning. This sort of beige leather might not be to my taste, but it does look quite good and it brings a bit of personality to the car. And everything is just well put together in here. Get a nice soft touch steering wheel as well. The seats are comfortable. In terms of driving, this is I would say like a mid-size SUV, but it feels quite heavy. And I think that's partly because of that engine and the low power. It really struggles to get moving. And also driving along some of these country roads here, there's a lot of tight bends and twists and turns. It feels a bit floaty. It's like driving a boat. I wish the suspension was just a little bit tighter on this, because there is a lot of body lean in this car, which again, it's not really designed for sporty driving, but it does have sport mode in it. And even then, switching to sport mode, there's a little bit of a delay in there where the car's thinking about it, then it switches. It's almost as if it's asking, are you sure? And then once it switches, there's not really a huge difference there in the acceleration or the throttle. It does add a little bit of weight to the steering, which makes it more direct on these roads, which I do like. But again, that suspension still needs a bit of tweaking if you ask me. Now, I said that I think this is better than your Audis and BMWs, and here's why. This Mazda CX-5 is a 2.5 litre hybrid engine. It does have some optional extras on it, like this paint here, which costs £1,000. But last week, I just tested an Audi Q3, which is a smaller SUV than this, was nowhere near as nice inside, and it cost £51,000 for the plug-in hybrid. This Mazda with that gorgeous interior and all that tech comes in at £39,950, which keeps you under the luxury car tax. That is a big price difference. On top of all of that, this one comes with a 6-year warranty, so that's why I think this is a much better buy than any of the premium brands.